Okay, so welcome to episode number two of the Car Girls show. This is Janis, owner of the Car Girls.
The Car Girls.
And I'm Jessi Kessel, owner of Machete Marketing. We're both automotive specific, but enough about us. We want to talk to you today about a real life experience that happened to Janis. And a lot of the time we derive our knowledge from real life experiences. It can teach us so much about what to do, what not to do. And so Janis is going to talk to you today about, what did you call it? Cash tickets?
Cash tickets. Recently I bought some Christmas gifts, and I bought this Ford shirt that I'm wearing. I had a Ford dealership. I actually had a meeting with the dealer principal, but the parts department didn't know who I was. So I was early for my appointment, and I was looking through the merchandise, and we were talking about how car dealers don't do a great job of merchandising.
Right. Yeah, it's a brand that should be out there, and your advocates, who are the people that are driving, your product, they're advocates when they're wearing your apparel, your merchandise to their friends, their families, or
look at
wherever they're going.
Harley Davidson's done an incredible job of merchandising in their stores. Everybody loves to wear something that says Harley Davidson. Yeah. When I look at my bill, it says counter sale cash. So they even though it was a Visa and I'm a human being, they just put me through as a cash sale.
So why does that matter?
In the parts department? Well, that's a closed transaction in store. So if I have a closed transaction in the dealership, that gives the dealer the right to market to me electronically via email for 2 years. That was an opportunity right then and there. They actually could have given me something called, there's an implied consent.
Right.
And then there is express consent. So they actually could have put an express consent form in front of me. I was right there at the parts counter. You could have a stack of them. Could even be a half sheet of paper, Dealerships, you have this piece of paper. You already have it somewhere, whether it's written out on, you're getting a buyer to sign it when on delivery and it's in the delivery docket, because I certainly have it there, giving express consent for SMS, for email, for contacting the customer. You could even add something about social. I mean, this is still new about getting express consent. But I'm there in the store. You have the opportunity to, you could say, market to me till I opt out. So
exactly. And the way that a lot of dealerships do this is through contesting, right? Or through draws.
And process. I think there's a lack of process. I had read sometimes what people don't like about their experience in the dealership is something they call the McDonald's experience. So in the McDonald's experience, or even you hear it in Tim Hortons, it's my pleasure to take your order. There's a process of what to say right from the first interaction with the customer. In a car dealership, it's a crapshoot, right?
Yeah.
Parts, when do you want? So there's more steps, so nothing is forgotten. Okay?
Yeah.
So I think we can still pull the customer up. Can I have the phone number associated with your vehicle? And that's the opportunity to grab permission to market to them for express marketing. So we could send them a text about a sale, about when their vehicle's due for service.
Right.
But to me,
because I always say the first step to the sale is awareness, right? And if we're not making people aware of what's going on in the dealership, regardless of which department it is, there's always something happening. There's always some sort of, sale or promotion or update that you need to give. How are you going to communicate that and make more people aware of what's happening in the dealership so that they can take action?
And connecting with customers, which is something we're also we're gonna talk about a little bit later, because Jessi's a pro on connecting with customers and creating leads.
I mean, this is such a huge opportunity, because we like a lot of us just look at a dealership and go, okay, there's the sales department and there's the service department, right? And we're kind of overlooking the parts department. which is also selling merchandise and parts, right? It is a stream of revenue for the dealership.
It's stream of data.
And a stream of data.
And I think it's often
the data
getting ignored.
the data is to what? What is the purpose of having the data? This is what everybody in the dealership needs to understand.
They're responsible.
Without the data,
yeah,
we don't have the audience and the people to retarget and to, like I said, make aware of what's happening in the dealership and why they need to come back, right? We need people to advocate for the dealership.
We can't be out there chasing around people digitally and ignoring them when they're at our counter. And not getting the proper information. And when people are face to face, we have to maximize that opportunity. But let me leave you with this final thought. This is Ted Hamlin, who's an automotive dealership operations expert. He says, Janice, excellent observation. Thanks, Ted. He said, I think if any of us knew how much business we actually gave up in our own stores, we would rethink our strategy. So I think it's time to rethink the strategy. Thank you, Ted.
So anyways, Janice actually does a lot of training, and I'm sure she could help you out if you want to kind of revisit and take a look at the process in your store. And if you need any apparel, let me know, because I can hook you up with my contact. So that's it for our show today. Thanks so much for watching.
Thank you.
Make sure to comment below if you're using any processes and parts that you find, that are working and that other people could find useful. And make sure to share this video of our show to show your support. Thanks so much. Okay, hopefully that
nailed it. Nailed it. And you'll also get a brand new Parts Girl. That sounds like a whole new business.